A quiet revolution is happening in backyards across the country, and it begins with something so ordinary most people step over it, toss it out, or flatten it without a second glance. Yet this unassuming material is quietly transforming gardens from tired and unresponsive to rich, vigorous, and astonishingly productive, without fertilizers, without machines, and without backbreaking work. Gardeners who've tried it describe the results as unbelievable, instant improvement, and the secret I wish I knew 20 years earlier. And the best part? This powerful tool is likely sitting in your home right now. Inside every shipping box, beneath every canned goods case, tucked behind your recycling bin is one of the most underrated soil building resources nature has ever given us. Plain, simple cardboard, the same material we treat as trash, is capable of turning stubborn soil into a living ecosystem bursting with microbial life, earthworms, moisture retention, and explosive plant growth. It sounds too ordinary to matter, yet it consistently outperforms expensive store-bought boosters that promise miracles but rarely deliver them. What makes cardboard so extraordinary isn't its cost or convenience, though those are excellent perks. Its real power lies in how perfectly it works with nature. Instead of fighting the soil, it restores the soil. Instead of forcing plants to grow, it gives them the foundation they were meant to have. And every gardener, especially older adults who prefer low-stress, low-maintenance gardening, deserves a method that makes plants stronger while making life easier. This is exactly that method. Season after season, gardeners in every climate, from Florida's humidity to Arizona's desert heat, discover that cardboard does something fertilizers simply can't. It feeds the soil instead of just feeding the plants. When cardboard softens and begins to break down, it becomes a steady source of carbon, the one ingredient almost every home garden is starving for without realizing it. Plants need nitrogen, yes, but without carbon, the microbes that unlock nutrients cannot survive. Without microbes, there's no soil life. And without soil life, even the most expensive blends and boosters are just temporary band-aids. Once the cardboard begins its gentle decomposition, microbial life wakes up like a city switching on its lights. Billions of microscopic workers come alive, transforming the soil grain by grain. And within days, the change becomes something you can feel with your fingers. Soil that once felt hard and compact now softens, loosens, and breathes again. For gardeners used to bent shovels and stubborn beds, this transformation feels almost unbelievable, but it's simply nature doing what it does best when given the right nudge. And as microbes return, something else begins weaving its way through the soil: delicate fungal networks. They create pathways that act like underground highways, connecting roots to water and minerals far beyond their natural reach. Plants that once wilted at the first heat wave suddenly stand taller, greener, more hydrated. Tomatoes hold moisture longer. Herbs resist scorching afternoons. Even fussy flowers develop deeper color and stronger stems. But perhaps the biggest surprise for most gardeners is the sudden disappearance of weeds. Bending, crouching, pulling, it becomes a rare task rather than a weekly chore. Cardboard blocks sunlight so effectively that weed seeds never get their chance to sprout. For gardeners with knee pain, back issues, arthritis, or limited mobility, this simple change is nothing short of life-changing. It lets the joy return to gardening without the strain. Still, not all cardboard is created equal. Clean, brown, uncoated cardboard is your garden's best friend. It breaks down naturally, quickly, and safely. But glossy, printed, waxed, or laminated pieces don't decompose well and can leave unwanted residues behind. Preparing your cardboard, removing tape, labels, staples, takes only a moment, and it ensures your garden receives pure organic material and nothing else. Seniors often tell me how much easier things become later when these small details are handled early. Once you have the right cardboard ready, the next step is deciding how to prepare it, and this choice depends on your goals. For a quick boost of microbial activity, shredded cardboard works like magic. Its exposed edges break down fast and blend effortlessly into raised beds or containers. For soil that's dry, stubborn, or compacted, soaked cardboard becomes a miracle layer. It hugs the ground, locks in moisture, and invites worms immediately. And for long-lasting mulch with exceptional weed control, large sheets are unmatched. They require almost no maintenance and slowly feed the soil for weeks. Laying the cardboard down is a peaceful, simple process. No digging, no tilling, disturb the soil as little as possible. Clear only the surface debris, keep space around your plant stems, and let the cardboard settle naturally into the contours of your garden bed. A light topping of compost or leaves helps anchor it and speeds decomposition. Many older gardeners say this is the first gardening method that respects their bodies while still delivering powerful, visible results. But how much should you use? More than most people think. A thin layer boosts soil health quickly. A thicker one smothers weeds, regulates temperature, and keeps moisture where plants need it most. Over time, each layer melts into the soil, adding richness and structure. You're not adding clutter, you're building a foundation. What happens next feels like watching nature reboot itself. In the first few days, moisture stays locked under the cardboard even when the topsoil dries out. After the first week, worms begin appearing in astonishing numbers. Some gardeners find dozens gathering beneath a single sheet. Their tunnels aerate the soil and their castings enrich it. They become silent partners, doing strenuous work you no longer have to. Within a few weeks, plants respond in ways that are impossible to ignore. Leaves deepen in color, stems strengthen, blooms appear sooner, and fruit production accelerates. Entire beds begin thriving as if the soil suddenly remembered how to function. And in a matter of months, the cardboard disappears completely, replaced by dark, sponge-like humus that holds water, nourishes roots, and resists erosion. A single sheet under a single plant is enough to begin. A small test patch can show you results so dramatic you'll wonder why this method isn't taught everywhere. Lay it down, moisten it, walk away, and let nature take over. Within days, the soil will start responding. Within weeks, your plants will follow. And within months, your entire garden may feel renewed. This isn't a trick. It's not a gimmick. It's the return of soil life, gently revived by one of the most overlooked resources in modern homes. As gardeners, especially as we grow older, we deserve methods that don't demand strength but reward patience, care, and wisdom. Cardboard mulching is exactly that, a way to garden with ease while nurturing something powerful beneath the surface. So bring that forgotten box out of the corner. Open it flat. Place it beneath your plants. And watch what happens when your garden is finally allowed to breathe, rebuild, and flourish the way nature intended. This simple choice may be the beginning of the healthiest, most effortless growing season you've ever had.